Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of our series of how to find the beat and how to find the one in salsa music. We're now going to take everything that you've learned already, so how to count non-salsa music, how to start moving to non-salsa music, and we're going to apply it to a new challenge, which is how to count salsa music. So, 3 quick things before we get started. Number 1, I want you to understand why salsa music is more complex, more difficult to hear, more complicated. And that's because a lot of the instruments, a lot of the patterns and rhythms you will hear are syncopated. And that means instead of hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, the normal beats, the instruments often hit the beats in between the beats. So the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, etc. So the second thing that I want you to know is that sometimes in salsa class, your teachers are just going to count 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And that's because they're just emphasizing the counts that you're actually stepping on your feet, okay? So even though they're counting 1, 2, 3, the 4 still exists, and then they say 5, 6, 7. The 8 also still exists, so remember that. Lastly, we're gonna use the same approach that we previously used to non-salsa music, and we're gonna use that to count salsa music. So that is focusing on first, finding the beat, finding the pulse in the music. Once you can do that, once you find the beat, you know that one of those beats is going to be the 1. To help you find the 1, you're going to tune in and listen to the rhythms, the instruments that you hear playing on top of the beat that are going to be phrasing. And what do you mean by phrasing? Is those musical sentences. And when you hear those patterns, those musical sentences, and when they switch from one to the next, it always happens on a 1, okay? So it's how you can verify if the beat you've chosen is actually the 1. Okay? So now to get started, we're going to start with the Salsa Beat Machine, which is a cool little app you can find online. You can also download it on your Android or iPhone device. And what it's going to do is it's going to help us kind of isolate certain instruments, slow down the music, speed up the music, and create our own phrases or our own looping pattern in the music so we can kind of tune our ears a little bit before we try it with real music. Okay? So let's get started and let's jump into the Salsa Beat Machine. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And as usual, all the links are in the description as well. So check out the video description. All right, let's go.